A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel,
Luxury Pets,
Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Come on, baby, drop it. Run, let me just run. Good. That's a good look. That's a great job by you getting off of it. That's really good. Let's go, get out, fire drill, let's go, get out quick. Here we go, let's go, we got a big group. Set, hit, go, let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome to Madison County School Sports Television. It's preseason football time. Madison Southern Eagles and the Clark County Cardinals. Donald Foster alongside Joey Chapman as we get ready to call the action. Joey, it's football season. Didn't think it'd get here.
I'm so glad it's back, man. So long we've waited after just the heartbreak after the game against Pulaski County. We had so many expectations for the team last year. They had a lot of great seniors. Now, even though we still have some of the big-name players, there's going to be a little restructuring for Southern this year. Obviously, they're missing some big presences on the line, both offensive and defense. No more Tyler Hagan. No more guys like Devontae Linville. I mean, just a lot of guys, whether they've been here for 4 years or they came over for 1 year. Southern's missing some guys. So, aside from the spring game, this game is going to be one that really shows us kind of what to expect from Southern this year. And I expect a better run than they had last year if those guys that are coming in on the line and taking over the roles of the guys like Austin Sipple and Tyler Hagan, if those guys can fill the role and grow, and it's not going to happen overnight. And I know Coach Clark realizes that. This team is ranked 18th in the state, so they've got to have a lot of confidence right now.
The preseason 3 and 5A, as you said, the offensive line, it's going to be a question mark.
Right.
Defense. Lost a lot of big defenders off the defense. So, but Damien Harris is back. Of course, he's the number 1 running back in the country, probably top 20 overall, depending on who you ask. He's cut his top 5 schools to Ohio State, Kentucky, Alabama, Texas A&M, and who am I leaving out?
I believe you're leaving off Florida.
Yeah. So, a lot of people say it's a 2-man race between Ohio State and Kentucky. But A&M slipped in, and you see him down there, number 34. He'll be getting ready to go out for the coin toss.
Now, for all of our fans out there that are going to be wondering what our predictions are, coming up within the near future, we're going to be kicking off our FCS TV show covering Central Kentucky sports all around. It doesn't matter what sport it is, football, basketball. And on our first show, we're going to be – it's not going to be right at the beginning of it. It's going to be kind of at the beginning of the season, but it's not going to be a preseason show. Yeah. So we're going to know what the teams are kind of like. We're going to know what to expect. You're going to get our predictions on how the teams will fare this season. You're going to get predictions on Damien Harris, which I believe we've already discussed, and a lot of us have come to a general consensus of where he'll likely go. But that'll be saved for coming up in mid-September. So be sure you check us out on WKYT.com. Go to your hometown page And it's going to be right there under Richmond, Kentucky. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and on Twitter at MCS TV Sports. We're also on Facebook. Over 1,000 likes, I believe, on there. Continually growing, and we are being able to give you guys more coverage of Central Kentucky high school athletics than we ever have.
Been a scrimmage. Not quite sure how this game's going to actually go, how much time the varsity will play on both sides. I'm hearing the varsity may go 1/2. They may go, much like Madison Central last night, no, they may go 3/4. So we'll call it as we see it, see how long they played Damien Harris and Aaron Sloan and some of the upperclassmen.
I will say this for this season. Don't expect to see as much as you have in the past of number 34.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've heard he's going to start defense tonight.
And they were working him on defense last year. And, I mean, he's shown that he can go anywhere where the ball is. I mean, whether he has to catch it, I'm sure he can make himself available for something like an interception. The guy surprises you each and every game that he gets out there on the field. He's a true athlete. And for Damien, where you're not going to see him this much this year, it's, for my opinion, I believe it's just going to be because the teams know what he's made of. They know what he has to offer. They don't want to risk him getting hurt sometime in the middle of the season. Now, you'll definitely see him playing great minutes in the games like Pulaski County and Madison Central and Rockcastle. But in games where they can kind of conserve him and keep him healthy, that's the main goal for him this season before he makes his decision on December 13th, I believe.
Yeah, once a game gets out of hand, there's really not much sense in playing your star players. Looks like going out for the coin toss for Southern is going to be 34, Damien Harris. 47, that's the senior Aaron Sipple. I've heard he's been recruited by Ohio State, among others. 32, Christian Gerard, senior. And who
it's going to be number 22, J.D. Dean 22 out there with him, and I believe number 12, Jared Simpson. If I might be mistaken, I only saw a 2 on
I just
there.
saw the 2 on the last kid, but well, I don't know what the holdup is. So, I'll tell you what, well, let's take a quick break and come back for the coin toss after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hi, I'm Samantha Burford with Madison County School Sports Television. We want you to watch the head coach John Clark show of Madison Southern Eagles.
If you want to learn about these guys, tune in to Madison County School Sports Television. Let's go.
Southern High School on Madison County School Sports Television for the coin toss. Joey, who do we leave out of the captains out there?
I believe that's going to be number 32, the junior Andrew Miller.
Andrew Miller.
And any time I've seen Coach Clark on Twitter, he seems to be going on about this kid. And it's guys like him that are going to be coming up for the team after guys like Damien and Aaron Sipple leave. We'll see what they get here for the coin toss. I believe they're spilling the rules out to them right now.
2 kids look up for Clark County. The quarterback is Luke Sharrock. He had 18 touchdowns last year passing. And Josiah Israel was a running back. I think he had like 8 or 9 touchdowns last year for a Clark County team that struggled. They were 2-9. They lost to Madison Central, which was one of Central's only 2 wins. But I say they will be much better this year on a Mike Riddle coming in from Georgia State, where he was with Bill Curry. New coach at Clark County. Who won the toss? I wasn't paying attention.
Players heading back over, so obviously the decision has been made. Waiting for confirmation.
I didn't see who won the toss. I was looking down, but we'll get ready for the kickoff. As the teams take the field, Southern comes onto the field. Joey, what do you think about tonight? What are we looking for?
What I'm going to be looking for, the keys to the game tonight for Madison Southern, obviously it's just a scrimmage. Don't go all out. Obviously, this is going to be the first true time this season that these guys have been really going against other guys other than, you know, in practice that they've done with their own team. As we have Coach Clark coming up into the booth, and he seems happy as ever. But really, what I'm looking for here tonight, I want to see what Coach Clark is going to do with the juniors and the sophomores. Obviously, you're going to have the starters for the first part of the game, but I really want to see how he's going to be working that shotgun. We got a little bit of a taste of it in the spring game, but I really want to see how Aaron Sloan has developed since May. And I tell you what, a summer can really make a big difference. If I'm George Rogers Clark, I mean, I'm going with the same thing right there. I'm definitely not going to try as hard as if it were a real game, because really here you have nothing to prove it a sense.
See, I disagree. You know, you got to play hard. You got to go hard, because you got kids who are still working for positions on the depth chart.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And if you don't go hard, you're going to get hurt, so you always got to play hard. But I'm like you, though, with Damien, you know, he's not going to see as many snaps as he will in a regular season game.
So I guess a better way to word it would have been, I don't see the guys that are true starters playing like they're trying to win a state championship.
They won't play quality minutes.
Yeah.
And it appears that Clark County will receive.
And taking the balls out there on the field, the Eternal Eagle, Wayne Lanehart.
Clark County will be receiving the ball.
Now, I'm not sure if we're really going to consider winners or losers here tonight, but I definitely think the Eagles are going to shine over George Rogers Clark. And it's going to be a pretty good contested game. And we're going to get ready for the kickoff here. The kicker for the Eagles this year, number 96, the senior Garrison Watts.
You don't want winners, losers, but kids will know who won and lost this scrimmage.
Definitely.
Clark County coming off at 2-9. I expect them to play hard and try to at least keep pace with the Eagles. And they're going to return kicks tonight, something Madison Central did not do last night.
Breaks a few tackles there, finally gets taken down.
As you remember last year, there's a couple games where special teams let the Eagles down. So good to see them cover a kick on that one.
So at this point, I'm really interested to see what the defensive setup is going to look like. And like we mentioned in the pregame, they're missing some of those big guys, you know, Aaron Sipple, Tyler Hagan, guys like that. I want to see the adjustments they've made, because I really don't know if we got a true taste of this year's Eagles in the spring game.
No, you don't. I want to see them play against a team other than themselves.
Right.
And this is what everybody's waiting on. Coach Clark is on top of the box tonight. Not sure who's going. Did I see Coach Clark? That's not Coach Clark out there, is it?
No, it is not.
Okay. Yeah, John's on top of the box tonight watching. Sure he's got a headset on, calling out some plays.
I think for him tonight, you got to, more than ever, where it's a scrimmage, I think he wants to let the players play. Yeah. You know, I don't think he wants them to think they're under constant scrutiny out down there on the sideline.
Not quite sure what this is all about, but now we're going to kick it off again. Eagles going to kick. Eagles receive.
For the Eagles, number 22, J.D. Damien, and number 34, Damien Harris.
Like you said, I have no clue what's going on here, but
it's a scrimmage. You're going to see some different stuff. But I guess special teams getting a workout. You want to see both teams cover.
Back deep for the Eagles, I see Damien Harris and I believe J.D. Dean.
22's back, and I think 44 may be back.
This one takes a bounce right up to Damien's hand and breaks right through the middle. I don't think they're going to catch it right here. What do you think? Going right down the sideline to the 20 and the 10. That picture tells it all. That's going to be an immediate touchdown for the Eagles. Damien Harris scoring seamlessly with little time going off the clock.
Shows you how hard it is to stop him once he gets the ball in his hands.
And he's really elusive because he went right through those guys.
See, that's something a lot of the teams like now. He's not finesse. He's not trying to get to the outside. He's not afraid to take it up the middle and take on the defenders and shed them. So
I believe we're going to get to, if they don't bring out the offensive ability immediately, I believe we're going to get to see the special teams again.
Yeah, it's the special teams work, but you know the Eagles aren't happy with that one. I mean, not the Eagles, but the Cardinals couldn't be happy with the way they covered that one.
Right.
But as you hear, though, their coaches in the box talking about how they had the play covered, just Damien.
There's nothing you could do to prepare
he's so
for
strong.
That. Right.
He's over 200 pounds, and he runs a 4.3.
There's a reason why Damien Harris is the #1 running back in the nation.
Yeah.
It's not because, Southern in the past has received a lot of hate in the sense of people say, oh, he only looks good because they play easy teams.
That's it. You're playing nobody in 5A. I've heard that. Everybody's heard that. But like I tell them, he has gone to these camps in the country, and they see it, so they know. And offense taking the field. It's special teams again. This is going to be not offense. This is punt team.
Special teams punting team.
Is that John Lamb back to punt, I believe? Is that number 7?
Yep.
Punt for the Eagles, number 7.
One man back, about the 40 for Clark.
Almost got a jump right there.
He's got to get that ball out quicker. And he took the fair catch. Something Lamb's going to have to do. He's going to have to get that ball out quicker as it was almost blocked.
Right.
Good penetration by Clark. So I guess they're going to punt. We'll take a quick timeout while they get ready for the special teams switch over. Be back after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hi, I'm Samantha Burford with Madison County School Sports Television. We want you to watch the head coach John Clark show of Madison Southern Eagles.
If you want to learn about these guys, tune in to Madison County School Sports Television. Let's go.
Back to Madison County School Sports Television, a big wasp was flown on the window and scared Joey Chapman. It's okay, Joey. Clark County's going to punt. Back deep is, I didn't catch the number as the wasp was in the way.
I don't want to deal with
Damien
that thing.
Harris. Of course, it's Damien back. Comes the punt from Clark as they get in. Punt going to roll. It's going to roll. And it's going to die inside the 20 at about the 19, 20-yard line. Not a bad punt.
So now that I think we got the special teams kind of worked out, I wouldn't be surprised now that we're going to see the offenses start going on to the field.
So. I believe so, but. Clock's still not effectively running yet.
Here in the next play, we'll be on a regular clock.
Clock will be running on the next play. So perhaps we're going to get underway now, officially. Looks like the defense is out for the Indians, or for the Eagles.
Man.
Still thinking about Madison Central last night.
Now that you mention it, now that the clock has started running, before the game is per se even started. We've had one Wasp right in front of us and one Damien Harris touchdown.
So it's 1-1. Out on the defensive end, I see number 7, John Lamb, big 68. That is Jordan Thompson, a junior. 32. 32 is Tristan Gerard, senior. So, and we're on the way now. As Clark County offense takes the field. Luke Sherrock at quarterback. And Josiah Israel in the tailback. Two dangerous playmakers. As Israel gets the handoff and is stuffed at the line.
Led by number 15, Dawson Richardson.
Dawson Richardson with that tackle, leading the assault. Junior D end, DT.
I want to see more of that from the Eagles right now. I want to see if they can stop the run game as good as they can the pass game. I mean,
see, I'm a little different. I want to see them stop the pass game. I think we can handle some run.
I think they can. Honestly, I believe they're going to be able to handle both, but we'll see what he can do right here.
Completed out.
I think I spoke too soon.
Luke Sherrard passes for a first down. I believe Dean, is that DeAndre Dean might have been uncovered, sophomore, number 2.
Looking on the sidelines right now. Very kind of a special night for one of the teachers here at Madison Southern, Mr. William Dooley. Had been in the hospital most of the summer. We're glad to have him back, looking better than ever, and glad to see that he's getting healthy again. I believe he walked. He went right across the line right there.
Yeah,
walked right across it.
Trying to get an early advantage. Back him up 5. I was unaware Mr. Dooley had been sick.
Yeah, he'd been sick, and like I said, he's looking better than ever right now. Still just the happy man that he's always been. So glad to see that he's got his family out here and that he's having a good time.
Dooley on the coaching staff of the Lady Eagles basketball team?
Yeah.
Or he helps the Lady Eagles. Schrock gets them ready at 1st and 15 now with a running clock. Handoff, nowhere.
So I believe you're right. We know they can stop the run game. It's all a matter of what they can do with the pass.
Damien Harris on the tackle. Something I did not think I'd be seeing this year. Little surprised he's going both ways.
I'm not surprised. I expect anything from the guy.
I mean, I know he can play defense, but higher risk of injury maybe. Maybe I'm just too protective. Maybe he's just tougher than I think he is.
Hutch Howard coming off the field for the Eagles.
2nd and 15, no gain. Handoff once again. Gets through to the second line. Ball's loose.
Down.
Ball is loose on the ground.
Southern says they have it. And
Israel was the ball carrier for Clark County.
I believe they might have as the offense comes onto the field. First turnover. Turnover with the Cardinals.
And so now we're going to get a good look for the Eagles. We're going to get a good look as you see number 88, Austin Beetlestone, going on to the field. We're going to get a good look now. That new shotgun-oriented offense that Coach Clark is implementing this season, a big part of that is trying to work out Aaron Sloan. For when Damien's not going to be here next year, he's going to be the one in command of the offense.
I'll tell you why they have the shotgun now is because, and he's actually going on to center. So, but the shotgun formation is going to be used because they're going to stack that line against Damien, give him more of a chance to get outside, inside, give him a few extra yards. As Harrison to tailback, gets the handoff, goes outside, cuts it back in, and picks up close to a first down, maybe 8.
Harris is the ball carrier, tackled by Frazier.
Just a little bit short.
The ball is carried to the 35-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2.
2nd and a short 2. As Sloan comes back in, number 6. He's a junior quarterback. As you said, they have some receivers now. Had to replace a couple from last year's team with Linville leaving and God help me, I forgot the other kid that left, senior.
Tyler Hagan.
Tyler Hagan graduated, so.
Here's Sloan right here. Out to J.D. Dean. Gets the first down.
I like J.D. Dean. Nice little stop and go.
J.D. Dean's getting some attention from colleges now. He's really developed into a really big asset for the team now.
J.D. Dean is senior. First down, 10.
First down for the Eagles. The ball is spotted at the 26-yard line.
Officially 25, 26-yard line.
You got 2 tight ends to the right. You got trips to the right.
Comes the handout, the pitch to Damien. He gets outside, back in, picks up 10.
Ball is carried to near the 15-yard line.
That's a first down.
And it's obvious now that GRC they're not having near as much trouble as they did on that special team play right there. But here's the thing. You got to expect Damien to run. And really, it looks like what they're trying to do right now, they don't want him to find that hole in the center.
Right.
It's not about him getting left or right. They can get that.
Yep.
Damien's just so good at going right through the middle, cutting through the guys, and then going to whatever side he needs to.
Something else of note, GRC is a 6A school. They're a class up. In the gun now is Sloan. Hand off inside. Nope. Yep. They had him for a loss, and he gets back to the line.
All over that one.
You know, Damien reminds me a lot of, in this game so far, is Adrian Peterson. He may run it 10 times and get 30 yards, but at any moment he can break one.
Right.
He can get 95 on one carry.
Don't forget that opening kickoff that they did. I mean,
it rolled to him, and he just went on. You know, he broke tackles.
He bobbled the ball.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to be able to take control of that. And so that little bobble right there, the coaches at the colleges shouldn't have a worry.
Tight end far side, receiver split. Harris in the backfield. Handoff. Play action, keep, and no flag.
I believe there was a hand on the back there.
Yeah, no flag-o. Clark County coach is saying a Southern player might have jumped early. But
I guess we'll call it a no call for either.
But I thought, like you, that the DB may have put the hands on the receiver.
Oh yeah, he was definitely all over his back, and it was and as much as a hand on the back, to our viewers who don't really obsess over football, a hand on the back is a lot more than you would think. That can really set you off before you try and turn around to make the catch.
Move you. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 far, shotgun formation. Harris may have left early there. So he hits number. Oh, it's picked off. Picked off, and Sloan and Harris are the only 2. And
Damien slams him down.
Off the hands, I believe, was that number 7, Lamb.
Jonathan Lamb.
Picked off. 7-10 in the first quarter, and both teams have had 1 turnover on offense. Not what the offensive coaches wanted to see.
Not sure you can put much blame on Aaron Sloan right there. Look, that ball went right to Jonathan. He couldn't get his hands on it.
It did.
And, well, when I say he couldn't get his hands on it, he didn't get both hands on it, and then that just goes right out. And George Rogers Clark, guy right there, right place, right time. But obviously Damien was, too, to be able to catch him right there and take him to the ground.
If Harris hadn't been there, I think Sloan could have eventually caught up to him.
Right.
Clark County back on offense now. Both teams had a turnover early on. A little sloppy. Chirac to Israel. Take it down big. Backfield, big loss.
Once again, we see Madison Southern able to get all over the run. So like I said,
I see 88 Beetle Sloan in there. Yes, I said Beetle Sloan.
For most of us, for most of you guys that don't remember, we had our little ongoing gag in the spring game. We didn't know who somebody was, so we called him Austin Beetle Sloan.
I had that Aaron Sloan and Beetle Stone combined as a super player. Played on the PlayStation.
Just a little bit under Damien Harris.
Just a tad. Damien's 100. Beetle Sloan was a 98. Nice little slant. Number 3.
And that's one of those cases that you talked about earlier, not able to really get all over the pass right there.
Taken down by 22, J.D. Dean. See, that's what I'm worried about on defense, is if they can handle the passing game.
I thought they'd be able to cover it better. I had a little faith in that. I mean, but obviously.
Honestly, that's what I was worried about. The offensive lines looked okay early on here, but the defense, the secondary got me a little worried. I mean, Luke Schrock's a good player, and Clark County under the new coach has improved. As it's a fumble. Ball is loose and picked up by who's got it?
It's Madison Southern. They're
Southern
saying they're all
they
over
have
that.
it. And they do. Second turnover for the Eagles.
I thought that play
Recovered.
right there was going to be a play-action fake, and I think the running back thought it was going to go right to him. And
maybe a little miscommunication between the quarterback halfback. I'll tell you what, while they get ready for the offense-defense switch, we'll take a quick timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, scenicabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County Schools Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Back to action at Madison Southern High School. Preseason action against Clark County Cardinals. Southern coming off the turnover, fumble recovery on offense. Sloan under center. Hand off to Harris. Harris runs over one, runs over two, three. Out for about a 12-yard gain.
it's obvious that for a lot of these guys, when he breaks away, if you want to stop it, you're going to have to kind of go for the legs because he's got some upper body strength.
He's got some strong legs, boy. I mean, you see him running.
When I say go for the legs, you're going to have to take off right at the bottom.
You're going to have to take the feet.
Yeah.
I mean, to grab him by the shoe or something because he is so strong. Damien could play college ball right now.
Yeah.
I think
I think he could, but I don't. I would like to see him have that senior year experience. Not saying I don't have faith in the guy. Obviously, there's a lot of faith built up in that guy, but I think he needs all 4 years of high school.
Sloan under center. Man in the backfield. Damien, we get a whistle. It's going to be a dead ball. Delay a game call on the Eagles. Back them up 5, 1st and 15. Well, 2 turnovers early for the Cardinal, 1 for the Eagles. Sloppy start. Couple silly penalties. .5:45 and counting, first quarter. One receiver go both ways. Damien with the handoff. Up the middle, 1.
Harris is the ball carrier, brought down by
Picks up about 10. Going to make it 2nd down 5.
Something that I'm seeing in this game that I didn't see a lot last year, George Rogers Clark is able to bring Damien down. A lot of teams last year, Damien was able just to go right wherever he wanted.
You know, I think a lot of teams last year may have been a little scared of Damien, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, he is your number 1 running back, and I mean, when I mean scared, they're not, you know, they're trying to get ready to tackle them, and they're not just thinking too much. Clark County's going after and just tackling them. They're just playing football. As this play action I'm getting excited. Play action fake, no good.
A combination of a play. Ooh, I almost messed up right there, too. Yeezy, you're throwing me off, man.
I am. Hey, it's preseason for us. We haven't done a game since what, May?
May.
So, although I can't say nothing, I did one last night.
Well,
I saw Pulaski County last night. Let me tell you, Joey, Pulaski looks good.
oh, yeah.
ESPNU will be here on October 10th for that game. Eagles and the Pulaski County Maroons.
If there's a game that Southern needs to win this year, it's that game.
2 losses last year. Who beat them?
Pulaski County twice.
That's right.
Got to avenge it.
in the same district. Pass over the middle.
Goes right down. Right there, a little bit of
Did he
control. I believe he did.
They gave him a catch. No.
Yep. Yeah, he caught it.
81 Cameron Vaughn, Jr.
A little bit of a control issue right there from Aaron Sloan. Anything I noticed last season that I just saw right there, his passes tend to go a little bit high.
It's 4th down 7. Offense stays on the field. Harris checks into the game. Normally on 4th and 7, you're thinking they have to pass. Not the
No,
Eagles.
not with Damien Harris.
Not with Harris in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch.
Got to get your blocks right
get
here.
him. And it's going to be close. He is going to be short. Believe he's going to be short. Depends on the spot.
I believe they're going to call him just short,
I believe
maybe.
he's short.
Might have to bring out the chain gang.
It'll depend on the spot.
Brought down by number 6, Elijah Ferris.
They'll get a measure. Judging by where I'm standing at, I think he's short, but we'll find out.
Yep. They'll bring him out real quick, and there's no – I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that he was short right there, but –
Depends on spot.
from right here, it's looking like he might have it.
It all depends on where they drop that foot.
And
Stretch it out.
just short, that much. Game of inches.
Defensive, that's right. Defensive stand by the Cardinal. They turn it over on downs. Turnover for the Eagles on downs. So, offense comes off the field, defense goes on. I say we take a timeout here real quick as the defense comes on. Be back after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hi, I'm Samantha Burford with Madison County School Sports Television. We want you to watch the head coach John Clark show of Madison Southern Eagles.
If you want to learn about these guys, tune in to Madison County School Sports Television. Let's go. Let's go. Get off, Brick.
Back to action at Mass Southern High School. No score. Did you think we'd say that this early? 4.5 left opening quarter. No score.
Technically, Southern has a score. It just didn't go on.
Defense getting there. Chirac has to get rid of it. He does. He hits number 4.
Got the first down and more.
And nice takedown by the Eagles secondary, but that's a problem when the quarterback starts to run. The defense gets out of whack. Big gain from the 19 to the 46.
And that was a mixture of good and bad coverage right there on the pass play. They were able to get the quarterback out of the pocket.
Two things.
But Chirac isn't one that you can easily rattle.
Great job to get the pressure, but once he did, the guys in the secondary lost contained on the receiver.
That gives up the first down as they hand it off.
And Israel gets it, and nothing.
So you were absolutely right, and
yard.
I'll go on the record and say I was 100% wrong. They can defend that run. I had a little bit more faith in the pass.
Wait, what? I was what?
You were right.
Oh, got it early.
Mark it down.
Got it early in the season. 3:43 to go opening quarter. 2nd and 10. He might have got a half yard on that carry. 2 receivers far side, 1 near, 1 back. Chirac, hands off.
Right
Big
up
run.
the middle. Nobody's going to be able to get him right here.
Oh, nice
One
tackle
gets
there
him.
by 25.
No, it's going to be number 2, I believe.
Was it?
Looked like DeAndre Dean.
Okay. 25.
25, yeah.
A.J. Richardson, a
A.J.
sophomore,
Richardson, I did see the
saves a
5.
touchdown for the Eagles.
Yeah, I did see the 5 right there. So, pardon me on that. I should probably wear my glasses more, but that a play like that, that's almost inexcusable.
Yes. He got to the second level easily. 3:10 left opening quarter. Chirac hits the receiver on the far side.
Going down, gets to about the 18-yard line there, between the 18-yard line.
Too easy. Too easy.
Going to give him the first down. And it looks like it might be George Rogers Clark that's going to score first here.
Ball is carried near the 19-yard line. Will be first and 10 for the Cardinals.
First down 10 at the 19. Looks like the Cardinals are looking to get on the board.
Gives the handoff right there.
Fumbles
it.
Clark County putting it on the ground tonight. That is their what? Third fumble, but they recovered this one.
We've got George Rogers Clark people up here in the booth with us. You can hear that emotion.
Coaching staff in the booth with us.
You can feel the frustration, but they have every right.
I know it. Coming off a 2-9 season, you know. You've got a lot of upside with this ball club, though.
Their running game seems to be very strong.
I like Israel. I like Chirac at quarterback. So he drops back, nothing.
Going to try and put a little pressure on him.
He's going to scramble out of bounds. Going to lose a couple, maybe.
In that sense, though, I don't think he wanted to risk throwing it away.
But that's smart. As a veteran quarterback, instead of throwing one up for grabs, you got an extra down now. You know you got third down, so take it. Don't force it if it's not there.
And even though they go back a little bit right here, I believe they go back about 6-7 yards.
It's now third 19. It was a loss of 2.
So, well, I was looking from the first down marker.
Oh, yeah, they're way out now. They're 19 out.
So, obviously, I know they can make that up. So they're going to go right here in the shotgun. Let's see what he can do.
Looking for the receiver outside.
Had a man wide open.
Nice job. Nice tackle.
Right there, I take away 2 things from that on Southern right there. Not covering good right there, but a good job of getting there.
Well, once
got
he caught
there a
the
little
ball,
late.
Great job of stopping him from gaining anything after catch. He got no yak on that or yards after catch. And it's going to be 4th and 12 at the 22, which would make this around a 40-yard field goal if they were to try it. And they are.
Nope.
Nope.
Offense is staying on.
Chirac stays in the gun.
It's just a scrimmage. You got nothing to lose here.
2 receivers to the far, looking down. Pressure up the middle. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's not going to get a first down as he is thrown out of bounds by number 10.
Logan Banks, the junior.
Junior Logan Banks takes him out of bounds, and they turn it over on downs. Neither offense clicking very good early. As the Eagle offense comes onto the field, we'll take another timeout and come back for the end of the first quarter after this.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County Schools Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
The Madison County School Sports Television as the Eagles take over after holding the Cardinals on downs. Quarterback in the gun. And the snap. And a handoff. A keeper. Quarterback this time is, that is number 22.
That's going to be J.D. Dean. That's not a quarterback keeper. It's somebody from.
Yeah, we got a player down on the field. That was J.D. Dean at quarterback that time as they ran a little wildcat.
And that was originally what Southern was supposed to run. Whenever John Clark first came in, they wanted to run a lot of that wildcat. As you see the players taking a knee right here as he limps on over to his team. And
a good thing the Clark County kid is up and he's getting back to the line, but he's going to go out of the game.
Oh, definitely. They don't. Like I said, this is still preseason. You can't risk injury right here.
Actually, a week from tonight, starts for real.
And guess what? We're going to be in a new press box.
That's right, new press box at at Madison Southern High School.
Going in tomorrow.
That's right.
Well, by the time you guys see that, it may already be up.
It may be up.
We'll just see how fast our producers can work.
Clark County kid is off the field under his own power. That is great. As the offense comes back to the line. Next week, Rockcastle County comes in. Open the season. Always a big rival for the Eagles. Two receivers far side, tight end far. Little screen. They're going to hit him, and he's going to run. There.
Gets the first down.
J.D. Dean with the catch and a first down for the Eagles.
And, man, J.D. Dean is that hidden gem for Madison. So not a lot of people have said it. He's vital on both sides of the ball.
As you said, everybody knows who Damien is. You know, Aaron Sloan is your quarterback. So you need the Deans. You're going to need the receivers and the other players to step up, play a big part.
Right off to Damien.
And off to Harris.
Oh, he's going to get down the sideline right here.
Cut back. Oh, it's
he's going to avoid one person right
Sloan
here.
Throws a block.
Going down to the 30. Are they going to be able to get him right down there at about the 20-yard line right there? And, you know, great job by Damien to change sides of the field, but a good job of George Rogers Clark to be able to get back to him.
Two things on that. He did a great job reversing field.
Yep.
Aaron Sloan, the quarterback, came in through a little weak block, but it was enough to spring him. And Clark County did a good job of containment, as you said.
Right.
Not letting him break loose like we'd have seen last year. 15 seconds left opening quarter as he went out of bounds. Clock's not running. Dean in the backfield.
That one hit the ground before it could be caught. That was Jonathan Lamb who got it after it hit the ground, but just a little low. And I see Aaron Sloan kind of grimacing his hand, might have gotten it hit.
Might have hit his hand on a helmet with the follow-through. That would be horrible. Horrible, to say the least, in a scrimmage to lose Sloan.
I think if the coaches on the sideline see that he's favoring his hand a little bit,
I think
they're good. Well, but right here, I think we're going to see a run. Because when the quarterback comes off the field shaking his hand, you don't want him to throw it immediately.
Shotgun formation. And
he's going to throw it.
Over the middle, complete.
And it looks like that's going to be number 42, Andrew Miller.
Miller time. He takes it down inside the 10.
Andrew Miller is a junior this year, and he's going to be one of those guys that after the guys like Aaron Sipple and Damian Harrisley, he's going to be one of those guys that's going to have to take over on the field. Anytime I see him out there, he seems better with every game.
And the first quarter, scoreless. Either team able to get a touchdown in that opening quarter. A little sloppy on both sides.
That's why it's preseason.
Maybe the second quarter will deliver a score for the Eagles. We'll find out after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Run! Good!
Hi, I'm Samantha Burford with Madison County School Sports Television. We want you to watch the head coach John Clark show of Madison Southern Eagles.
If you want to learn about these guys, tune in to Madison County School Sports Television. Let's go.
Back to Madison Southern High School. Start the second quarter of this preseason scrimmage as Clark County's made the trip over. Only scrimmage for both teams, and first quarter, no score. And some sloppy play, Joey.
Definitely. And there's good and bad takeaways on each side of the ball. Aaron's passes seem to still lead a little bit, not as good as they could be as they come up on the line right here. We'll get the play out before they talk
the hand off to the man, quick man.
That's number 22, J.D. Dean. He tried to reach across. And I believe it's going to be just short. George Rogers Clark has done a really good job, I believe, of being able to go against Damien. Obviously, Damien's really dangerous when he changes sides of the field, man. When he goes from that right sideline over to the left, it's really hard to stop him. But they did a good job of being able to stop him. One bad takeaway from George Rogers Clark, I believe they fumbled the ball 3 times. So ball control, definitely a little bit of an issue
go
here.
at the one as Harris gets it and pounds it in untouched.
Did you expect anything else?
First touchdown for Damien, unofficially of the 2014 season. He punches it in from the yard line. And the Eagles take the lead, 6-0.
On to attempt the extra point. Number 96, Garrison.
Watson for the extra point.
Holding for the kicker, number 12.
That didn't take long for the first score of the game in the second quarter.
We'll see how Garrison has improved right here on special teams. There's a good bit of a difference between a kickoff and kicking the extra point. So we'll see how he can do right here, how Southern defends against it. Snap is off.
They're just not going to compete against the extra point. It's up and good.
The kick is up and good.
7-0, 11:18 to go in the second quarter. The Eagles lead. Be back for the kickoff after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter. Or like us on Facebook, MCS TV. And of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
No kickoff to begin. They're going to come out to the 30. 11:18 to play. Where Luke Sherrock and the Cardinals take over. It's going to be a quick out. And it went through his hands. Should have been caught. As number 25, A.J. Richardson, made a play on it. I thought Richardson, maybe had he reacted quicker, he could have picked that one.
Right.
But it falls harmlessly to the ground, incomplete.
And Southern's got to be able to do that more. They've got, if they're going to defend against that pass, they got to be able to read it quicker.
They're playing off the receivers. Tight end. Double tight. Has a false start, no call, as Israel goes up for no gain.
There is Israel. Head at the line of scrimmage, number 2.
Jonathan Lamb coming off the field. That's number 7.
Also off the field is at number 60.
Hutch Howard.
A junior. Checking out. Third down long now. 3rd and 10 from the 30. Shotgun formation. And dead timeout for the official.
Official timeout.
As not quite sure why, but play is called back in. Chirac back. Lofts it up. Oh.
Great job by Madison Southern right there. Trying to keep an eye, find the number right there who was able to defend that one.
We'll bring up 4th and 10 from Carter.
Nice play by the Eagles, but the pass should have been caught. Punt. Punt team is on. Dropping back will be number
Looks like
34 is Harris. He's going to drop back shallow, and back deep will be
22. It looks like that's J.D. Dean.
Dean dropping back deep.
And I believe he was the one that broke up that pass play.
So Harris at the 50, Dean back at around the 38. They're telling him just a fair catch from the sideline. It rolls back to the punter, no rush. Kick is off, and it's going to bounce with an eagle bounce and die about the 46.
The ball is down at the 46-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
So Eagles will take over at their own 46 after the punt.
Definitely feels like a real football game out here. Like it was a regular season. I mean, the weather has been great for one. And you know, things like the weather, those subtle things, that can really affect players. We saw in the Pulaski County game last year, Damien struggled against the muddy Pulaski field.
That's a mud bowl
Yeah.
last year in the playoffs.
And we couldn't tell who was who with the numbers.
You couldn't read numbers.
No.
It was just a mud bowl.
We will, if we ever have one of those here at Southern, I don't know what's happened.
Sloan in the gun. Harris with him. 2 receivers near side. Handoff Harris inside.
Got to try and break off a guy right here. Could have go right up the middle, take it down, but he's going to get that first down.
About a 14-yard gain for Damien.
Brought down by number 21, Will Hart.
Quick offense now. They're back to the line quickly. Sloan in the gun, barking out the signals. Waiting on a chain gang to get set. Here it is.
Drops
Damien.
back. And right there, Aaron Sloan missed a tremendous opportunity. Jonathan Lamb was
wide
going
open.
right down the right
wide
side,
open,
like
no one
wide
with him.
open.
He got behind the secondary, and Aaron didn't see him. He did complete his, though, to 42, Andrew Miller, for a minimal gain of about 2. Sloan's got to look downfield a little bit better. Sloan gets it out 22. His knee was down.
It's obvious to me that Aaron's a good quarterback. I don't know if maybe he has jitters right now or if these are just little bugs that they have to work on.
Might be some mental mistakes, whatever. Second down 3 at 26. Sloan gets it, hands it off. Damien runs, cuts,
Jump.
And they throw the flag for a hold.
Damien down on the ground a little bit, probably just a tad bit, trying to get his head.
Call. Coming back.
Looks like for Damien over there, number 34, it looks like he might have just gotten rattled a little bit, probably stayed on the ground to get his head about him.
Wow. Negate the run, bring it back. 3rd down now, 3rd down and long. Wow. 88 checking into the game. That's my favorite player, Beetle Stone. Austin Beetle Stone checks in. As it is going to be a 2nd down and about 16. It's a 2nd and long. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
The scoreboard says 3. The chain gang says 2, but Sloan hits his man, and it's a 1st down.
Number 7, Jonathan Lamb, all over that one.
Oh, it's going to be short. Can I get a measurement? Thank you. They're going to measure. It's that close. And the chain gang says 3rd down. The board says 4. I believe it's 4th. And we have a timeout. While they decide what down it is and what the Eagles are going to run on offense, we'll take a timeout and come back after this.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hi, I'm Samantha Burford with Madison County School Sports Television. We want you to watch the head coach John Clark show of Madison Southern Eagles.
If you want to learn about these guys, tune in to Madison County School Sports Television. Let's go.
Clean snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. 14-0 Eagles on top. 8:35 to go in the second quarter. Back after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Action at Madison Southern High School, Madison County School Sports Television. Eagles, Cardinals. Cardinals are going to take over on the 30 after the Harris touchdown of 10 yards. Uh-oh. Israel gets free. Running back's free.
Breaking free down the sideline. Gets pushed out at about the 45. I believe it's around there. Man, that was a run.
Nice blocking by the O-line of the Cardinals. Oh, they're going to bring. Nope. Wait a minute. Flag was on the play. I did not see the flag drop.
No, we didn't. We got that already stopped on that. Okay. Yeah. We got down to the 10. That's all those turnovers confusing. Yeah.
Not sure what the call was, but it had to be a hold.
Yeah, I didn't see the flag either. You know, last night in an NFL preseason game, a referee threw the flag 30 yards.
Wow.
We would have saw that.
That's impressive. Now it's a first down, a first and about 13. First and 12 officially. 8:25 left in the quarter and the half. Big break for the Eagles as Clark County had a first down and more on the run. Receiver far side here. Handoff inside once again. Taken down this time.
Not the same magic he had in the last one.
Taken down by number 15, Dawson Richardson, the junior. And 43, Carter Smith, a freshman, with an assist. 14-0, Eagles on top after a sloppy opening quarter. Eagles have 2 Harris touchdowns runs of 1 yard and 10 yards in this quarter. Nice pass out. And he gets free. Picks up
Good
the
for
first down. The defender, the cornerback, is going to have to make that tackle. Can't let him get them yards after catch.
Pickup of a first down for the Cardinals. Ball is spotted at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43. Back gets it.
Trying to push off right
he
there.
Ain't going nowhere. So he gets back to the line, picks up a couple.
I'll give him props for that. He got back to the line. I didn't think he would right there.
Thought he was dropped in the backfield.
Number 40, Kane Coley.
DeAndre Dean checks in. Sophomore number 2 comes into the defensive backfield.
Senior Kane Cole on the tackle there.
As number 12 comes off. It's Jared Simpson, the junior. Peyton Skidmore in on defense now, number 8. He's going to line up on the receiver near side. It's going to be a drop back. And no, they didn't blow the whistle. Chirac
going
lost
deep.
it.
Number 3
dropped call pass interference.
Definitely.
Skidmore. Who'd they call it on?
Not.
It's going to be on Peyton Skidmore.
Yeah.
But I thought that the Southern defender had the sack. They let him loose. Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards.
Regardless, that's a big break for George Rogers Clark right there. I mean, he had that in his hands.
I thought he was hit. I thought they had the sack, and then he got free.
So they'll get 15 yards out of that. You take them how you can get them.
Hey. At the 42 now. Their own 42, Clark County. First and 10. 6:29. 6:29. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Hand off. Oh, nice tackle by someone. Got a shoestring tackle.
You know, looking outside the press box right
Dawson
now,
Richardson.
This is a pretty impressive crowd for a scrimmage.
Yeah. You have a lot of people here to see Damien,
Man,
along with the Eagle Nation.
Wait for the Madison Central game.
Wait till the Pulaski County game.
Oh.
6
for
minutes.
that Central game, guess who's going to be on the call for that? I believe that's going to be us.
What's that?
For the Central game.
I believe we're going to have a possibility of having teamcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
2
We talked about
receivers
that.
for the near side. Hand off.
And, you know,
Flag comes in late. Possible face mask. It came in awful late.
talking about things like our teamcast that we will possibly be doing for the Central game.
Yes.
That just shows some of the things that are starting to happen over here at Madison County School Sports Television. Branching off with our Central Kentucky High School Athletics show. Soon we'll be releasing our first show. We'll be taped. It's going to be some great stuff on there. Great commentary between myself, Donald Foster, Larry Frakes. Are we going to have Chad on there?
I believe so. Chad Tate.
Hosted by Samantha Burford out at Jack Burford Chevrolet.
Not quite sure what the call was, but it moves it up. Second down, 1 now. 5:41 to go. Opening quarter. It's 14-0 Eagles. And he gets the first down. That's about it.
He was able to get a good start right there, busted right up the middle, and the Eagles weren't able to get him right when they were supposed to.
42, Andrew Miller coming in.
Pick up of a first down by the Cardinals. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line of the Eagles, where it will be first and 10.
Eagles having a little trouble now stopping the run. Chirac, the ball was dropped. He picked it up, hand off to the tailback. Back to the line. Loss of a couple. Yeah.
Brought down by number 43, Carter Smith. And number 88,
Keeps it there.
Austin.
My God. You're gonna give me trouble like that all year, aren't you?
I will. Loss of 2, second 12 at the 31 now, 4:50. Rock onto the center. Drops back. 1, 2, 3. Throws it up. He's got it.
Oh, right there.
And he dropped it. He had it and dropped it.
It looked like he was going to get back the play that he wasn't able to haul it in when the Eagles gave him the 15-yard penalty. Wasn't able to haul it in there. That's a big break for the Eagles.
3-step drop, throw. Should have been caught. 3rd down, 12 now. And what our cornerbacks have to do a little better job of defending that, because both them balls that spoke of should have been caught. Again, it's one-on-one coverage out here. I say go back at them if you're the Clark County Cardinals.
And
they are.
Snap.
Oh, he
almost intercepted.
Read it nicely that time.
I believe that's number 25, A.J. Richardson.
Richardson read it. Got tired of being picked on, and he broke it up. 4.5 left in the first half. This quarter's dragging on here, it seems like. 14-0 Eagles. They're going to leave the offense on the field.
That's the kind of coverage that Southern needs to start working towards. That was a great play by A.J. Richardson.
Be aggressive.
One of the things that I think was a little bit of a set-off for that play, and it doesn't seem like much, I believe the snap was a little bit high, and that might have thrown the quarterback off just a bit. And with those little things right there, you got to take advantage of it.
Play comes in. Slot guy's a little confused. He gets it. 1, 2, 3.
Flag out.
Flag's going to be a hold. He gets it away before he goes down, but it's going to be for naught. See, back to the original line of scrimmage. Southern will decline the penalty, and it will be a turnover on downs. .420 left in the second quarter as the offense comes onto the field. Well, 4:20. Can the Eagles score again? Long way out.
It is a long way out. They're really going to have to establish something right here. For me, it's all about how George Rogers Clark's defense responds on this coming drive. I'm really confident in the play. Obviously, everyone's going to be impressed by Damien. I mean,
I'll tell you what, though.
JD has impressed me.
A lot of people in the crowd is probably a little shocked that Damien's not having his way with Clark County.
They're a 6. I mean, they're not a 5. They're a 6A school. They're a little bit tougher.
Nice job by Sloan as he gets loose, throws it behind the receiver. I believe that's Beetlestone. Nope, 42 Miller. Threw it behind him. Passing game's a little behind looking early on here. Not as smooth as I hoped it had been, would be. Another quarterback warming up on the sideline, number 9. The freshman Stacy. He'll probably be in the third quarter.
I believe that's when we're going to see our freshman team.
Sloan in the gun. Snap. Fake handoff.
Looking for Todd Lamb right there.
Lamb gets it. Out
First
to
down
the 45. 46. Keeps it up. And out at the 46.
Stayed on 48. His feet, too.
Good job.
Out of bounds by the Cardinals, number 23. The ball is spotted on the 46-yard line. Will be first and 10.
4:01 left. Eagles near midfield. Is that Dean in the backfield? Handoff.
The ball carrier, number 23, Nate
Nate Eads, the freshman, 23 with the carry.
I believe we may have seen all we will of Damien.
Harris may be out for the rest of the game. Played a quarter and allotted in second. Lamb goes up far side. Sloan under center. Dean gets it. Nice block out there as he took somebody down. Dean picks up the first down and more. Gets it across to 40.
Number 21, Will Hyde. Pick up on a first down by the Eagles.
3:08 left. Really nice crowd here tonight for the game, though. on the Eagle side.
Decent one for George Rogers Clark,
Clark
too.
County traveled well. The receivers tied in to the near side. Sloan fake. Gets it up. Throws it.
JD.
Got by 22 Dean. 246.
On that play right there, I was a little bit confused. I thought he was going to try and go with John Lamb. But a great find to Dean over there on the right sideline, able to get something out of it, just short of that first down.
Yeah, second short. They got first on the board, but it is second and short, second about a half. Or is it? Yep, they're going to give him the first down.
We have a first down for the Eagles. Bring up first and 10.
Chain gang moves. 2:46 left. Eagles at the 29. Sloan, handoff. Hold on to the ball.
The ball carrier is number 23, Nate Eads.
Eads is looking good in this little bit of time he's getting.
Brought down by number 23.
You got to keep in mind, he's a freshman.
That's a 15-yard pickup.
Ball is spotted near the 15-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for the Eagles.
Everybody thinks Madison Southern's a one-horse team with Harris. But as you said earlier, there's some nice players in this ball club. As in Sloan, Eads, showing he can run a little bit. JD Dean.
And notice that they've brought in some of these younger guys, but they're keeping they're going to keep Aaron Sloan in. This is the time for him to get comfortable with the guys that are going to be left with him on the team after this year's seniors graduate.
Timeout for the Eagles. Minute 56 to go. 1:56 left, first half. Eagles take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Be back after this timeout.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Back for the rest of the first half at Madison Southern High School, Madison County School Sports Television. Southern knocking on the door at the 7. It's a 2nd and 1. Sloan, handoff to the freshman, 23. Nate Eads running hard late in the first half as he's getting the carries as Harris's night is over. 141 and ticking. You know, for all the faults of the defense that we've been picking on them, they haven't gave up a point yet.
No.
So they bent, but they haven't broke. Of course,
No.
forced a couple fumble recoveries in the first half, first quarter.
Got a timeout over there before the play got off.
Timeout to Clark County.
No, went to the Eagles, I believe.
We took the timeout. Yep.
Oh.
Timeout Eagles. We'll keep it here since we just took a timeout. This should be a quick one as they're just going to talk about what they want to do.
We got that minute 24 left. For us, we're getting ready to see some lacrosse.
Yeah, lacrosse will be playing at half.
If I can stay awake for it.
Joey's fighting the allergies. He's took a Benadryl.
Yeah, I'm a little bit off tonight. I apologize for that, but anything to keep from sniffling right into the mic. So they're going to come back out onto the field right here. Getting back in their huddles. Defense is going to come out. Breaking the huddle right here. Looks like Aaron Sloan's going to be in the shotgun right beside him. Number 23, the freshman Nate Eads. Takes it right here. Long snap count, gets it. Rolling out. He's going to be out of his hands, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Eagles.
Touchdown, Eagles!
And just like that, it's the first passing touchdown of the preseason for the Eagles.
Sloan from 5 yards out. Who made the reception?
On the hit, number 96, Garrison Watts.
Number 7, Jonathan Lamb on the catch.
Lamb with the touchdown.
And Garrison Watts in to kick the extra point. And as that one goes in, it's good. That was something that I expected them to do. They take Damien out, and then obviously working guys like Nate Eads with the run, but getting Aaron Sloan comfortable throwing the touchdown right there. And plays like that are what is going to help build his confidence as they move on through the season.
That's right.
And he's going to need some confidence whenever he plays in front of the team. When he plays in front of Central. Last year he had, I believe, 4 interceptions in that game.
Last year against Central. That was one of the first games at Southern, though.
And then when they play Pulaski County, 2 things on your mind. You got to avenge that loss. Lost to them twice last year. Heartbreaker right. In the playoffs.
I'm going to stop you on that. You cannot go in and think we have to avenge a loss. It's just another game.
Right.
They go with that mindset, they're going to be in trouble. Nice job by the run defense. They stop them at 110.
The second thing that's going to be on his mind in that game, you're playing in front of a national audience.
Yeah, you're going to have to try to blurt that out too, but it's going to be hard.
So that game is not only going to be a physical challenge, it's going to be a mental challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're sitting in the end zone nearest the school, you need to move. So the sideline to the sidelines at this time.
As we get ready to go into the halftime, let's name off some sponsors we have this year. Of course, we have Jerry Goble Insurance, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pets, ExpressRoofing.net. And who have I left off? I've left off one. My goodness, I cannot think of it. My mind's gone blank.
You're on your own, buddy. I can't remember. But you know what? We're going to say a big thank you to WKYT. As you can see over there at the away side, we got our banner over there. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
I will make up for this after the half to all my sponsors, as my mind has gone blank, and I just talked to Randy. But run stopped. Great job by the run defense there to knock it down, stop him at the line.
Brought down by number 44.
Jack Burford Chevrolet. How could I forget Jack? Jack is so good to us. John Burford, Samantha Burford out there.
Yep, that's where we're going to be shooting our Central Kentucky show. I gave him a shout-out earlier. They'll excuse you for that.
That's right. Okay. Samantha likes me. She won't kill me on that one mistake.
Samantha not here tonight. We're not going to do our usual halftime interview.
We're at the half now. Eagles lead it 21-0. Nice job by the Eagles offensively. First quarter was a little sloppy, but second quarter much better. Still worried about the defense, Joey.
Yeah, it's going to be all about protecting against that pass. We saw little sprouts of just getting better right there from J.D. Dean, able to break up a play or two. But it's games like this, these scrimmages. These are this is when Coach Clark, that spring game means nothing now.
No.
This is that game where he says, guys, I saw you were lacking right here. You have got to improve on this, or when we play Central and Pulaski and even Rockcastle,
we'll be in trouble.
Yeah, you're going to be in trouble because it's not just going to be the offense that wins it. Defense has got to win it.
Halftime, 21-0 Eagles. Back after halftime.
A special thank you to our great sponsors. Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County Schools Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter. Or like us on Facebook, MCS TV. And of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
We are back from halftime here at Madison Southern. This is take 2. I'm Joey Chapman alongside Donald Foster. Madison Southern versus GRC. And it's definitely been a great night for football. Not too hot, a little bit chilly, but I love it. It's starting to feel like fall outside. And the Eagles are leading 21-0 as we go into the third quarter. We're going to let Donald Foster here of Best Little Card Shop giving you a what's it called? Going back, we're going to take a look back at what happened in the first 2 quarters. 2 big scores from Southern's big man.
Damien Harris with touchdown runs of 1 yard and 10. Aaron Sloan with a touchdown pass of 5 yards to Lamb, John Lamb, senior. Big thing in first quarter, turnovers. You know, Clark County had a couple, Southern had a couple. Sloan had an interception come off the hands of Lamb. So it was sloppy early on, and Southern got it going in second quarter, scoring 21.
And here's what you're going to see for this part of the game. As we work past halftime, you're going to see the younger guys get in now. This is going to be mostly freshman guys as well as some of the JV guys. We've talked to the coaches, and really the varsity guys have had their time, and now it's time. The guys that are going to be taking over varsity for these teams in a few years, got to get their playing time in here.
You have to give the young kids some reps. So as you said, they are going to be the future, so they need some playing time as well.
So Southern's taking to the field right now.
Looks like Southern will have the ball to begin.
One player I saw out there now on the team for the Eagles. He's a junior this year. Number 13, Griffin Gabbard, joining the team this year, of course. And Coach Clark has been really happy with him as how he's been able to develop through all the practices and everything earlier this season.
Who's the quarterback under center, Joey?
We'll take a look right here after the snap.
Nice little swing pass.
And he's going to get down the sideline, and that's going to be number 23. It's the freshman, Nate Eads.
Tell you what, I'm impressed with the Eads kid. He ran hard in the second quarter when he had a chance.
Right.
Either the freshman team or the JV team playing at the same time out here.
Quarterback is number 19.
Adam Trickler.
Okay.
Coming back to the line right here. Who we got under center?
I believe it's 19, isn't it? Is it Adam Kirkler, sophomore?
Yep.
We have a JV and freshman playing at the same time.
Right out there out of the shotgun. That's going to be over. The Eads are going to try and get on his foot. He's going to escape a few tackles right there, and they're going to finally bring him down.
Nice run. Nice hard running by the freshman.
And that's something I've been really impressed with. Nate Eads, I've never seen the kid play before, but tonight he's definitely shown some improvement. And what you're seeing over here, we have 2 different teams playing. We've got a freshman team, and we've got the
JV freshman playing 2 sides.
And right now, we've been looking at the team on the left side. So we're trying to decide which team we're going to do. All right, it looks like you want to do – all right, so we're getting word right here. We're going to do JV. They're going to be on the right side of the field. We had no clue right there. I believe freshman just scored. So really just disregard anything that goes up there except for the time. Yeah, that's confusing as crap.
No, I was looking all the way down on the far side. Didn't even see anything over here. So as we get over here, we have a flag on the play, and they're going to back him up. Southern's getting backed up. Well, Southern's backed up both ways. Quarterback is number 9. It is Landon Stacy. He's a freshman, so we're looking at the freshman team.
Yep, we're looking at the right side of the field. And we apologize if this has been any kind of confusion here on the broadcast. We were looking at one side, and I did not realize there were two teams playing.
Straight
gets that handoff right there, goes right up the middle, and he's going to break a few tackles. Able to finally drag him down.
That was number.
He's not going to turn around for us.
Come on, buddy. See number 5, Noah Hughes on the field, and there's 82 running on. I don't have an 82 on the roster, Joey.
I don't either. See one player coming onto the field. That's number 9, Landon Stacy, the freshman.
Well, Joey, as the freshman JV team is on and playing, pretty obvious varsities are done. What was your take on the varsity half?
For the varsity team, I was really impressed by guys like J.D. Dean. He was able to run the ball a lot. I think he's shown a
out for the freshman, but
we got a flag on the field. He's definitely shown some growth, and he's going to be that hidden gem for the Eagles this year. Obviously, the 2 touchdowns off Damien. Jonathan Lamb connected in the back of the end zone. Aaron Sloan connected with Jonathan Lamb in the back of the end zone.
Lamb looked pretty good, though. John Lamb played pretty well.
And once Aaron gets some more reps under his belt and he's able to get more familiar with the shotgun, and as you mentioned earlier, throughout this season, it's going to be a matter if they're getting
quick handoff, quick hitter.
He's going down the sideline, caught for a touchdown.
That is number. Is that Stacy? No.
So as we try to find out who that player was, in a game where it's going to be guys like, Damien out there and they've just slaughtered the other team, you might even see guys like Eads get it. I mean, he has definitely shown.
He showed a lot in that second quarter when he got the chance to play with the first team, second team. He played hard. He ran hard.
And you got to remember GRC, a 6A team.
They're a 6A school who is also down, as you know, with the new coach coming in and whatnot. And on defense for the Eagles, I was a little concerned coming in with the pass defense.
Right.
And I'm still a little concerned about Joey.
Well, and like I said, I gave them a little leeway on offense. I thought that they were on the offensive side of covering. I thought they were going to be all right. Obviously, I was wrong. That's going to be something they have to work on. And like I said earlier, we saw J.D. Dean. He had a few sprouts. I mean, he was showing a little bit out there, starting to develop. And like I said, it's just going to be a matter of not sure what we got going on over here. Just a lot of noise up here in the press box, and I'm going to be so glad when we get this bigger one.
As you said, new press box coming in for Madison Southern High School. As we have a switch off down here on the freshman side.
Just a lot going on the field right now.
Oh, there is.
Interesting quote from halftime. We got to see a lacrosse show, and we're not going to quote Joey Chapman and Donald Foster. However, what we will quote is that apparently lacrosse is like basketball.
That's what I heard.
Because basketball uses
they use sticks.
They use sticks. Hey,
I just say it. When I was the basketball coach, we didn't have sticks. That was a long time ago.
And I believe if you bring a stick onto the court now, I don't think that's going to go over too well.
I'll also say Dominique Hawk has never had to use a stick.
No. And, speaking of guys like Dominique, I mean, we've been watching UK play in the Bahamas. Yeah. And I believe it was a couple of nights ago when UK was needing somebody to lead a charge, Dominique was able to get right up in there. And obviously over the summer, I believe he played in China.
Yep, he did. He played in China earlier this summer with a Christian ball team. Won a slam dunk contest over there.
Right. And we've still got a lot going on at Southern throughout the year. The biggest story is obviously going to be Damien's decision. Kind of overheard a conversation with him yesterday. I believe they're going to do the decision here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will.
And obviously we're not going to give our predictions yet until we get to our Central Kentucky football show, FCS TV. We are getting more things going on here at MCS TV, so be sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at MCS TV Sports. Give us a follow on YouTube. And we're always going to be on Time Warner Cable's channels. I believe it's channels
5 and 9.
5 and 9, yep. I almost said 7. I believe that's that's WGN?
As we watch this, let me thank the sponsors again, as we have Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel Agent, Luxury Pets, and a new one for the year, ExpressRoofing.net. If you're watching this and you're wondering how can your business be a part of this, how can they get about that, Joey?
All you're going to have to do, and as we move into the football season, obviously we've had our media kits out. We're always open up to new sponsors, so be sure to give us a call here at MCS TV if you are a local business here in the Madison County or any area and you're just looking to get your word out there. We ask that you go to our website, find the number, or email us. We'll get you in the right hands.
We're on Facebook.
Right? I mean, any sort of social media, get on the website. However you want to reach us, we will be willing to work with you. Yes. Great packages, great prices, and it definitely gives us a lot of exposure.
Over 100 YouTube subscribers, I believe.
And tens of thousands of views on YouTube. And those videos stay on there, so you're getting constant exposure.
And it's everywhere.
Yep.
2:30 left in this little quarter. We didn't know what to expect coming out, so we thought we was going to see the JV play and then the freshman play, but they're playing at the same time.
Yeah, that kind of threw us off, and that is really terrible for a guy like me who's had allergies and on Benadryl. I can't watch 2 games.
No, we're doing good. Just keep it with one. As that was a pass on the freshman side, number 5. Nowhere huge with the reception.
So we're looking over at the clock right now. It's just been running, obviously.
I'll tell you what, Joey, I think we're done. I'm confused. I believe we're all getting confused.
Yeah, so we're looking over at the clock right now. There's just about 2 minutes left. We're going to break away after the third quarter. So, Donald, as we saw our first real good look at the Madison Southern team, let's get your takeaways.
Like I said, Southern looks good offensively. Clark County did a good job with Harris tonight. Not sure how many yards he had. But they did a good job of stopping him from breaking the big one. He never got a big one. The longest touchdown run was 10. Now, I believe he filmed the special teams play, and if you did, you saw him take a kickoff return back for a touchdown. But when it came down to the offense, they did a good job with him. Sloan threw a touchdown, had an interception. So passing game is a little behind where it needs to be. And offensive line looked okay. The O-line looked okay. They looked adequate enough to get the job done. Defense scares me, the passing defense especially when they play a team like Pulaski.
And there's been a lot of guys that have left Southern.
See, graduations. Pulaski, Bowl, Dunbar, teams that I think is going to be thrown at this season a little bit. That scares me for Southern.
Right.
So, but it's a long way, long season. Coach Steph has film now. They know what to do.
Man, we saw a lot of growth last year. At the beginning of the season, there were just like this season. There were areas that they were lacking in, and by the time the playoffs came around, this Southern team looked dangerous. We're looking over here.
Touchdown for the freshman.
Yeah. The clock winds down to 25 seconds.
I believe we're done.
Yep, just about done over here. And once again, another takeaway that I can say is, man, what a crowd that showed up just for a scrimmage. Everybody wanted to get a look at this team.
They're still here watching the freshman JV.
Yeah.
So Madison Southern loves their football.
And as we move on throughout the season, coming up next week, it's going to be a Friday. It's going to be myself and Donald Foster up here.
For real.
And it's going to be playing against Rock Castle.
The big rival for the Eagles.
And then they're going to come back
The
after
Rockets
2 weeks,
and
and they're going to go out and they're going to play Central. So you've got our thoughts on the game. We thank you for tuning in. For Donald Foster, I'm Joey Chapman. Until we meet again.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County Schools Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter. Or like us on Facebook, MCS TV. And of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Run, 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 run! Good!
Hi, I'm Samantha Burford with Madison County School Sports Television. We want you to watch the head coach John Clark show of Madison Southern Eagles.
If you want to learn about these guys, tune in to Madison County School Sports Television. Let's go! Let's go! Get off, Brick!